Hi there. Okay, so I was asked to do a what I eat in a day video. So here you go, a what I eat in a day video for anti-aging. Now, this is fairly typical, the foods that I am showing you in this video, but I do rotate foods, so it's not like an everyday thing. So morning coffee, I occasionally do a morning coffee with the Allegro brand of the dark French roast. I think it's like the extra dark French roast. I love dark roast coffee. It's better for the stomach, it's better for digestion. While I don't drink coffee every single morning, there are some studies suggesting that coffee, the antioxidants in coffee, help to protect the skin against UVA, UVB, maybe even protect the collagen in the skin via its protection against UV. But I think with coffee, just high caffeine in general, I try to avoid just because I feel like it just stresses me out or makes me anxious, and that's something that you definitely don't want contributing to anti-aging efforts. But for me, I do love the taste of coffee, so occasionally, like on the weekend, I will have coffee in the morning, and I really like this pour over method that I've been doing as of late. And basically, Jacob got me into this. I had to, it's a complicated process, or it looks complicated. It really isn't, but I have been doing this pour over method with, I think the brand is Allegro, but I think Whole Foods has taken it over, and now it's just Whole Foods extra dark French roast. It is a very strong flavor. I do like it, so occasionally I will drink it like on the weekends, like I said, to have that cup and to have those antioxidants. And it doesn't really stress me out too much to have just like one cup a day and then have no coffee or caffeine the rest of the day. Maybe about an hour or two later, I will have breakfast if I'm not fasting that day. If I'm fasting, intermittent fasting, I will just wait till lunch. But this morning, I'm making a green smoothie using that baby organic spinach and this carrot for the beta carotene, which is significantly fantastic for skin anti-aging just because it protects the skin against UVA. And spinach also contains a good amount of folate, which may help to reduce inflammation, the homocysteine marker for inflammation in the body. I also like to add about half of an avocado to my green smoothie. If you've watched my green smoothie video already, then you probably are already aware of this and you can skip past it. But I add avocado for the monounsaturated fats, and I do believe that those fats help to just provide skin moisture from the inside out. And also the monounsaturated fats are fantastic for the skin, hair, and nails. So are these plant-based omega-3s and omega-6s from chia seeds. I just love adding chia seeds or flax seeds to my green smoothie. I also had chlorella, evidence suggesting that chlorella may help to protect against glycation in the skin, so I add that in. I've also been incorporating the collagen peptides from Vital Proteins. This is a bovine source from cows, but you can definitely get a marine source or a fish source, and it works just as well for being transported to the skin and helping to increase collagen in the skin, pro-collagen production, pro-collagen 1, I believe, as well as providing hydration and moisture for the skin and the hair and the nails. And I also add turmeric and cinnamon. So these are highly anti-inflammatory, very great antioxidants that I add to my smoothies. Turmeric may also help to fight glycation, and cinnamon may be good for just regulating blood sugar response in response to carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates, as well as just carbohydrates in general. Turmeric I like because it helps to fight that inflammation or inflammaging associated with skin aging, and it does also protect the skin against UV. It's not super absorbable on its own, so adding a little bit of black pepper or piperine extract may be helpful, maybe even some ginger as well. I also add I add a full frozen banana. It is high in sugar, but bound with the fiber and the turmeric and the cinnamon and the healthy fats, I think it lowers that glycemic response. Black sesame seeds, good source of omega-6s, healthy omega-6s. There is some research suggesting that black sesame seeds or black tahini can help to increase endogenous antioxidants like catalase in the body, which may help to protect against hydrogen peroxide, a very dangerous free radical that contributes to hair graying, as well as other visible signs of aging. So I add that in, blend it in my Vitamix until smooth. I actually blend it maybe for about 45 seconds. There's a blender setting on the Vitamix, makes it super easy. I also add some almond milk to this and some ice cubes just to make it cold and a little bit icy. I kind of like icy cold smoothies, and this comes out like a dream. It comes out pretty smooth. I drink green smoothies maybe 2 to 3 times a week for either breakfast or lunch, usually for lunch, because I'm often doing intermittent fasting. Well, I'm often fasting in the morning, but today I'm eating every single meal so you can see what I'm doing. But I add some, just on top of that, I add some more black sesame seeds. You can add whatever you want. Sprinkle some cinnamon for more blood sugar regulation. Very delicious, delicious breakfast. Highly recommend this green smoothie. Okay, so moving on to lunch. Before I get started, I make this drink concoction. I've been doing this regularly for the past couple of months with this electrolyte mix that I get at Whole Foods called Ultima. I think that's the brand, but this blueberry, or it's like a blueberry, it has no sugar. It's sweetened with stevia, I believe. I add about half of a packet to 16 ounces of water and then half of a juice of half a lemon to the water. And it tastes just like a Jolly Rancher. It's kind of amazing, but I do like this mix. And again, no sugar. It contains a lot of vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes. I do recommend this if you like sort of sweet drinks. So for lunch, I tend to make a very large salad. I try to shoot for a pound of raw vegetables or a pound of raw vegetation every single day, in addition to cooked, like excluding cooked vegetables. And I do that with green smoothies and salads. So I add these in addition to like the salad mix that I get at Whole Foods with some baby spinach. I add broccoli sprouts, which I sprout myself. You can watch the video on how I do that. It contains high amounts of sulforaphane, both broccoli sprouts and the broccoli that I'm adding here. Sulforaphane is fantastic for activating endogenous antioxidants in the body, including melatonin, which is a powerful antioxidant. Also adding here bell peppers, which I included in my foods that boost collagen video. Bell peppers are super high in vitamin C. So is broccoli, and broccoli is also high in folate, which again helps to fight that homocysteine, that marker for inflammation. But vitamin C involved in collagen synthesis, as well as protecting the skin against UV, as well as pollutants in the environment, both of which degrade collagen. I also add some garbanzo beans, or are these white beans? These might be white beans. And those are also high in folate and fiber and protein. I think I just added some pine nuts to the mix. Now I'm adding this black garlic. If you ever had black garlic, it's pretty sweet. I don't tend to eat it every single day. It is high in antioxidants, and I add just like one bulb. I think a serving size is 3 bulbs, which is 13 grams of sugar. I definitely don't eat that much in one sitting, but super high in antioxidants, may be beneficial for the skin, but I eat it for the antioxidants. I'm not a super big fan of the taste. I'm trying to get through it. I don't know if I'll order it again, to be honest. But also add some sunflower seed kernels, the unsalted roasted kind. I think an ounce of sunflower seed kernels contain about 70% of your daily value for vitamin E. Powerful antioxidant vitamin E, great for protecting the skin. Added some nutritional yeast to the salad as well. I've been doing this regularly for the past couple of weeks. Super high vegan source of B vitamins, B12, folate, B6, things like that. Add some kelp for the iodine because I don't get enough iodine in my diet. And I also like to spice it up with this Aleppo pepper, I think that's how you pronounce it, but super deep, rich red color, which is indicative of the antioxidants. So definitely love that. Ooh, more black sesame seeds. Yes, please. I add about a tablespoon of that to the salad. I don't tend to do that I don't tend to double up on my black sesame seeds every single day, but I do like the potential benefits for the hair and the skin. Also add some olive oil for some more monounsaturated fats and antioxidants. I know that there are some people who are into anti-aging who drink olive oil straight, like in a shot glass. I know Brian Johnson does it. Jennifer Myers does it. Also add some balsamic vinegar. I love this one that I buy at Whole Foods. It's a Whole Foods brand. It's aged balsamic vinegar, deep, rich flavor. And anyway, the olive oil that I buy, the extra virgin organic olive oil, it's super spicy. So, I love spice, but it's like a different kind of spice that sort of like lingers in the back of the throat and that you can't get out for days. And so I try to avoid drinking olive oil straight. But I chop that up with scissors. Is that weird? I don't know. It might be a little strange, but it's the easiest. I don't want to take out a knife and go through all that process. So I chop it up all with a knife or with scissors, and there you have it. There's my lunch. It is actually very, very tasty. Highly recommend doing a salad at lunch if you have the time. After lunch, I tend to, as of late, I've been doing this hot chocolate mix, and I use 100% cacao dark chocolate from Navita's Naturals, the cacao wafers, and some cocoa powder. Whisk it up or melt it with some almond milk. Unsweetened almond milk, you can use obviously whatever milk you want. But with the wafers, this is 100% cacao, high in antioxidants, polyphenols, great for UV protection. Cacao may also help to improve collagen synthesis in the skin, surprisingly. So I melt that all together. I use about 10 to 15 grams of the dark chocolate wafers and 1 tablespoon, half a tablespoon to 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. And I put that all together, melt it, pour it in my Teavana mug, which I don't think that company is still around, and add a little bit of Himalayan pink salt, which just adds a little bit of minerals and just brings the flavors all together. And I whisk it with my milk frother to combine everything, emulsify everything, so I have a rich, smooth, dark chocolate. Also, no sweetener. I don't add any sweetener or sugar, so it is bitter. Okay, so here comes dinner. I'm going with the salmon for the omega-3s, the EPAs, the DHAs, some more broccoli. You can't get enough of that sulforaphane. I'm going to be falling asleep with all that melatonin production later tonight. Also, a sweet potato. I tend to eat my more starchy, carby foods, if I do eat starchy, carby foods that day, in the evening hours, just because it's better for sleep and melatonin production if you eat it closer to bedtime. So vitamin A, super rich in beta carotene, sweet potato, super rich in beta carotene, vitamin A, which has those health benefits. Vitamin A is also an antioxidant, so it helps to protect the skin against UV. It helps to protect the lipids in the skin. Fantastic, fantastic food, sweet potatoes. And they are somewhat high in sugar, but if you combine them with healthy fats and proteins like the salmon, and some fiber as well, you're lessening that impact it has on the glycemic response. Not a doctor, but that's just what I know from the research. Add some black pepper and salt and some of this extra virgin olive oil. Can't get enough of that olive oil. Put it together, just stir it together, put it on parchment paper, and I stick it in the oven for, I think, 425 degrees for about 20 minutes. I keep a close watch on it and make sure that it doesn't burn, but it gets crisped up. Moving on to the broccoli, just adding some salt, pepper, more olive oil. It's nothing too crazy. I'm pretty simple in that regard. I do the same thing to the salmon, put pepper and salt on it while the sweet potatoes are cooking, and I add the broccoli to a pan, a stainless steel pan with some avocado oil. Heat that up. You can also use coconut oil if you wanted to, and add some more avocado oil to another pan where I cook the salmon. And it's kind of hard to cook salmon in a stainless steel pan. I had to do a lot of research because it can stick, and I actually did burn this because I used frozen, and fresh is always better. But there you have it. Everything's cooked. It's pretty simple. It's nutrient rich, high in antioxidants, high in omega-3s, which are great for skin, hair, and nails. And that's my dinner. And then after dinner, I have been doing this the past couple of weeks for my dessert. I've been getting 70 grams of frozen organic blueberries, and 70 grams, I think, is like half a serving or half a cup. And then combining it with some dark chocolate. Sometimes I do 85%. Tonight I'm doing 100% cacao. The Total Blackout by Alter Eco. I get this at Whole Foods, but I think you can get this online too. But I just combine that, maybe like 5 to 10 grams or so, 2 squares, and then that's my dessert. And then I'm a happy camper. And there you have it, my What I Eat in a Day video for anti-aging. If you like these types of videos, hit that like button down below. That tells me I should make more of these videos. Also, comment down below if there's any foods that you eat for anti-aging specifically or health specifically. I'd love to incorporate more things into my diet. And until next time, I hope you have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.